Guys, look at my giant carrot! It's like my favorite thing in the world. I'm just like, I feel like my life is complete now that I have this giant carrot in my life. The pain. My one and only love is this giant carrot. Anyway, whilst talking about love and giant carrots, actually giant carrots have nothing to do with this video, but yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that and appreciate the giant carrot and all its wonderfulness. Anyway, this video is about liking someone who doesn't like you, but this isn't my story, which is the best thing about this. Oh god. Which is like, makes me so happy that it isn't about me at all. Okay, so I'll talk about myself and then we'll wean our way into the story. But basically, whenever I've liked someone, I've made sure that they know. In some sort of way that they know, even if it's not me personally telling them. Even if it's like a friend subtly saying something and me not being there, or even if it's like, I've just made sure that the person has always known. And it's either I've gotten a friend to say something because I don't know them that well, or I've sort of like insinuated something or started the conversation first, or it sort of like made them sort of know. And that's how I've always been in that sort of stage of liking someone. I've always made sure that they know that. Because I don't like being that person that sort of like dances around the situation. I don't like that whatsoever. I need to get things out on the table and you'd be like, so what's happening, what are we doing, blah 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 blah. And that's with everything, including liking someone. Anyway, I would like to tell a story because it amuses me thoroughly, because I understand it but I also hate it at the same time. Anyway, we're gonna call this character Peach because she reminds me of a peach. I don't know why. Anyway, and we're gonna call the other two characters the Prince and the Knight, because I feel like that sums up in her mind what she wants and what she doesn't want. Like, she wants the prince because he's a prince, and then she doesn't really want the knight even though the knight has saved her from the dragon or some shit. Anyway, this story brings me much amusement, but it also disturbs me slightly as well. But we're gonna go ahead and tell it because it's kind of, it's not funny. It's kind of, I understand the suffering that comes along with it, but it's still, I find it funny anyway. So let me sum up things for you. The peach loves the prince, but the prince doesn't love the peach. In fact, the prince has another peach that he's quite content with, so he doesn't want another peach. But the knight likes the peach. But the peach doesn't want the knight. The peach wants the prince. God, this is so... too many peas! Okay, hopefully you're all following this by now. Maybe I think I made myself quite clear. Peach likes prince. Prince doesn't like peach. Knight likes peach, but peach doesn't like knight. Okay. Hopefully that all makes sense. I know I shouldn't find it funny, but I find it so funny because the peach is so obsessed with the prince that she doesn't do anything. And what's even funny is that the peach is friends with the knight and the prince. And it's weird because the knight and the prince are related in a certain way, and I don't want to say too much because I may get in trouble. And it's very weird to me because the peach tries to talk to the knight to become more friendly with him, so then like maybe the knight will talk to the prince and be like, hey, you know, and I'm just like, excuse me, stay away from that. He has his own peach. Leave him alone. Anyway, but every time this peach walks past my certain area of work, where I work with the prince as well, I don't like the prince. I don't know why people think he's a prince, honestly, but anyway. And every time she walks past, all I hear in my head is like the Jaws music, because she's constantly there, and I'm like, oh my god, Peach, you need to get alive right now. But it's kind of so funny because the other night when I was working, she walked one way, and I was like, da-dum. And then she walked the other way and it was like, dum. And then she walked down a few of the aisles and she was like, dum. I'm just like, oh my god! It looks like you are stalking some prey right now, you shark. She's a shark peach or something, I don't know. But what confuses me the most about this is that there was a time when the prince didn't have another peach. He was peachless. And so, I don't know why the peach didn't like jump on that opportunity and ask him. Because I feel like we're in a day and age where like it doesn't matter if a girl asks a boy something or vice versa, you know, whatever. Gender roles, guys, just step up, who needs them? Anyway, she had more than one chance to ask the prince something. To court her. Let's go with those, you know, royalty things. I don't know what I'm going with this anyway. But she had her fair share of opportunity. And then when the prince decided to pluck another peach down from a peach... Do peaches come from peach trees? I think so. I don't know. But anyway, when he decided to do that, she lost her chance. And she actually cried about it. Which makes sense. I understand that. I understand that completely. But you missed all your opportunities, Peach. What were you doing? You were just stuck. You were just lost in the prince's eyes or something. I don't know. I don't get lost in his eyes. I don't find him that good looking. But whatever. And then the knight is just over here, just sort of like, why don't you love me? Why don't you love me? Anyway, but now the peach is being awfully friendly with the knight. And I don't like the age gap between them. If it was if they were in their 20s, I'd be perfectly fine with it, but they're not. It's not a great gap. I think it's like 4, 5 years. And it wouldn't be weird if they were like older, but they're not, and it's causing me some like ethical things and some other stuff. Anyway, it's very interesting because there's a lot of unrequited love in this story, and I find it a little bit funny because I relate to it so much, but also I don't, in the way that she didn't really do anything. Peach, what are you doing? You need to sort your life out. You need to sort your priorities. You need to stop obsessing over this prince, and you need to find yourself a new one. Okay? Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes and hear what I'm saying. Anyway. And I feel like we should all take some advice from this story and not be weird in general with this weird love triangle between the peach and the prince and the knight. I almost called them the king, and I'm like, that's not even part of the story. I can't even remember my own fucking story. Great. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this because I have, and I don't enjoy other people's suffering, but I enjoy this aspect of it because I don't like these people. But that's okay because they're being quite shitty to me, so I can laugh at their pain. No, that seems wrong. But yeah, I can... yeah, I don't know. And what's even funnier is that the prince doesn't even know the peach does, you know. Prince doesn't even know. Forgot to add that into the story, but I'm mentioning it now, so it should just be as... yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it's quite interesting and quite weird, and maybe there'll be more stories of this. Maybe I'll tell you about an orange next time. I don't know. I don't know anyone that looks like an orange, though. I don't really know anyone that looks like a peach, but that girl reminds me of a peach. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Please like, subscribe, because that is always nice. And big thumbs up for the carrot, even though it wasn't even in the story, but it's okay. Next time. I'll tell you more stories about fruit and vegetables. Tell your kids. What is wrong with me? I don't know. I don't know anymore. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Goodbye. I'm so off key because I'm so sick, but also I'm always off key, so, you know, whatever.